Quitting sugar sounds simple, right? Just stop eating candy, avoid soda, and boom, six-pack unlocked. Wrong. Here's the ugly truth. The average person eats so much hidden sugar every day, you might as well be pouring frosting straight into your morning coffee. And the wild part? Most people still say, I don't really eat sweets. Yeah, sure. And my grandma is secretly a Navy SEAL. Sugar hides everywhere. Bread, pasta sauce, granola bars pretending to be healthy. That green juice you paid $8 for? More sugar than a donut. At this point, we should stop calling it a diet and just call it what it is, a dessert buffet. Now here's the myth people love. Quit sugar and you'll instantly morph into a shredded Greek statue. Hate to break it to you, but that's not how it works. If it were, half the world would be rocking abs by next Monday. The reality is way more interesting and honestly funnier. Because when you pull sugar out, your body doesn't throw you a thank you party. It throws a tantrum. Your brain acts like you've just cut off its Wi-Fi. Mood swings, headaches, cravings, all part of the ride. Cutting sugar is less like a smooth health hack and more like breaking up with a toxic ex. At first you miss them, you crave them. You swear life feels empty without them. But give it time and you'll realize your life is 100 times better. And that's what this video is about. Not fairy tale promises, but the real 30-day journey. The withdrawal, the weird cravings, the surprising wins, and the results nobody talks about. But here's the kicker. Your body's very first reaction in week 1 is not what you're expecting. And trust me, you'll want to know why. By week 2, something magical happens. Your morning coffee actually works again. No, seriously. That caffeine hit you've been chasing for years suddenly feels like rocket fuel instead of lukewarm tap water. Why? Because without sugar constantly crashing your blood sugar, your body's energy finally levels out. It's like flipping a switch from permanent zombie mode to, hey, I can actually function again. This is where people start noticing the first real wins. Your energy isn't all over the place anymore. No more post-lunch sugar coma that makes your boss think you're secretly napping at your desk. Instead, the highs and lows smooth out. You get this steady stream of focus that feels almost foreign at first. And sleep? Way better. Because your body's not busy spiking insulin all night like a DJ at a rave. You actually rest. You wake up feeling lighter, less groggy, which for most people is already a massive upgrade. Then comes the bloating, or rather, the disappearance of it. By week 2, your stomach stops feeling like a balloon animal at a kid's birthday party. Pants fit differently. Shirts don't cling in weird places. You don't look like you're 5 months pregnant with a loaf of bread anymore. Skin even starts showing subtle changes. Sugar inflames everything, including your face. So once you cut it down, breakouts calm, puffiness eases, and you don't look like you pulled 3 all-nighters in a row. You're not glowing like a skincare commercial just yet. But the difference is there. Think of it like cleaning junk files off your computer. You didn't buy a new laptop, you didn't upgrade the processor. You just cleared the nonsense clogging up the system. Suddenly, the whole machine runs smoother, faster, and with way less drama. Now don't get me wrong, you're not about to become some shredded fitness influencer in just 2 weeks. But compared to week 1's sugar withdrawal meltdown, this feels like winning the lottery. This feels like winning the lottery. You're steadier, stronger, and way less cranky. Basically, you stop being the human version of a candy store zombie. But here's the thing, don't get too comfortable. Because week 3, that's when your body throws in a curveball that most people never see coming. By week 3, the mirror finally joins the party. Up until now, most of the changes have been inside energy, mood, sleep. But this is the stage where your reflection starts whispering, hey, something's different. The first thing people notice? Fat loss, especially around the belly. Now let's be real. Your stomach doesn't suddenly deflate like a popped balloon, but it definitely looks less stubborn. Your face also starts leaning out. The puffiness softens because sugar isn't pulling water into your tissues like some clingy roommate who won't leave. Suddenly, your jawline shows up to work again. Workouts get a major upgrade too. Instead of dragging yourself through push-ups like you're carrying a backpack full of bricks, you feel stronger, more stable. That's the power of stable energy. You're no longer crashing halfway through your session. Your body starts using fuel more efficiently, and every rep feels a little lighter. And the mood? Way better. Anxiety, that constant jittery feeling from sugar highs and lows, calms down. People around you might even comment, you seem happier. Translation, you're not biting people's heads off over small things anymore. Think of this stage like draining a swimming pool. The water level drops everywhere, but that one stubborn deep end, usually belly fat, takes the longest to show. Progress is visible, but patience is still required. Here's where it gets funny. Your friends start asking questions. Wait, why are you glowing? Did you join some kale-eating cult? Why are you passing up donuts? And you just smile, knowing the secret is simply kicking sugar to the curb. By the end of week 4, you're not just noticing the changes, you're feeling them daily. Clothes fit differently, workouts are smoother, and the mirror is friendlier. But as the 30-day mark closes in, a huge question shows up, bigger than the cravings, bigger than the workouts. Was this just a 30-day fling, or can you actually keep it going? Because after the month is over, sugar doesn't just vanish from the planet. And that's when the real battle begins. Let's be clear, quitting sugar for 30 days will not magically sculpt you into a Greek statue. You won't wake up looking like a Marvel superhero, and you definitely won't sprout abs overnight. But here's what you will get, a reset. Your taste buds recalibrate, your energy stabilizes. Your cravings stop bossing you around like some overbearing landlord. You'll feel lighter, stronger, clearer, and the best part? You'll realize the hardest part was never the workouts or even the cravings, it was just getting through that first miserable week. After that, the road doesn't just get easier, it actually gets exciting, because you stop surviving without sugar and start thriving without it. But let's also be realistic. Sugar isn't disappearing from the planet. It'll still be at birthday parties, on store shelves, and calling your name every time you walk past a bakery. And that's okay. This isn't about perfection, it's about control. You're not swearing a blood oath against chocolate cake for life. You're proving to yourself that you don't need it running your body like a dictator. Think of it like driving with cleaner fuel. Your car doesn't magically turn into a Ferrari, but it runs smoother, lasts longer, and performs way better than before. That's your body after 30 days sugar-free. So here's my challenge. Don't let this just be another video you watch and forget. Drop your age and what day of your sugar-free journey you're on in the comments. I want to see who's really committing. And if you're serious about cutting through fitness myths without the BS, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and share this with someone who swears they don't eat sugar. Because here's the truth. Sugar might run the world, but it doesn't have to run your body.